TBH, it kind of sucks how you go against the DSA with no real alternative. Yeah, look, there are branches of the DSA that do good work. The main issue is just that because they don't have, they're not very organized. They don't have much of a like central structure. It seems like they're doomed to perpetual ineffectiveness because all of these various branches just run off and do their own thing. You know what I mean? That's like a big issue because most of the time, the only time you hear about DSA chapters is when one of them does something really dumb. That's when you hear about them, right? So like you can have a bunch of DSA chapters that are like very diligently and carefully working to advance like local political goals, and then you can have 2 or 3 of them being like loud and obnoxious and annoying, and that ends up dragging the media attention, and it lacks the discipline that historically civil rights or political advocacy groups have. The main reason why I say, if you have a locally effective DSA chapter, or if you think you can get work done there, hell, even if you don't think so, it's worth it to attend a meeting. Take a look at the vibes, check the vibes. But at the same time, if you want to really get into politics as a career or even as an activist, I think that you're probably more likely to get the resources that you need working with the Democrats. Not because the Democrats are like good, but because there's probably like a higher density of career opportunities and connections that you can make. There are some like local Dem groups that are effective, and there are like young, activated progressives working at a local level. A lot of them are just total horseshit though, but even the horseshit ones have something worthwhile in them for you, as like a springboard to learn more or to get involved. You know what I mean, right? That all depends. That could be said of literally everything. I mean, yeah, obviously that all depends, right? It always all depends, but it's a general statement. Is watching you still a screening question? Yeah, I do. I have heard multiple times from different people that there have been DSA like organizers that have been weird about me and like brought me up, which is always very strange. Hello, Artemis. It really depends on the actual movement. I still think that like if you are interested in getting involved, check out your local DSA chapter, I think it would be to your benefit. I work with both the Young Dems and the DSA. One feels like networking and the other feels like activism. Both are fine if you call yourself a leftist and a serious person/adult. Yeah, it's also not mutually exclusive. You can do both. Yeah, I think I agree. Networking is very important if you want to build the experience, skills, and the resume for being an effective political actor. You can learn a lot of useful stuff, even from people who aren't anywhere near as left-leaning as you, right? There are people who think you're not genuine, also a universally applicable statement, but not genuine in what respect? If I'm asked if I watch Vaush, should I say no to the DSA? Yes, always deny. Deny, deny, deny. I'm Swedish and you got mentioned at a local left party meeting, not super positively. My main experience with the DSA and with DSA people, from what I've seen, is that a lot of them are basically using it as a social group for permanently online LARPers who don't really have much of an idea or interest as to how to apply their goals to the real world. That's not universally applicable, but that is definitely like a tendency in the DSA. Of course, that's not to say that the Democrats don't also have negative tendencies. I talk about those all the time. It's more just a matter of like, what can you do to advance your interests and the interests of the, the people broadly. That's every DSA near Dallas I've checked. Yeah.